Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Adam. Welcome to another book review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Stephen King's Cycle of the Werewolf. Now, this is probably the thinnest thing he's written. He probably wrote it on the toilet. Like, it's very thin, and this is actually the illustrated version. So there's lovely illustrations inside this one. Lovely jubbly. Like, this book is so cool. Obviously, there was a film that this was based on, or the film was based on this book called Silver Bullet, starring Corey Haim and other people. You know, really good film about a werewolf. You know, who turns out was a vicar, I think, priest of the town, and people are dying, and a kid in a wheelchair, disabled, takes him down with some fireworks. That's the basic plot. Very simple. But this book, look how thin it is. It's so thin. This, I don't even know if it was published as a book first. This is obviously a reprint because this is the illustrated version. It says here, printed in the USA in 1985 by New American Library. So it must have been a book. Available in a limited hardcover. I'm going to have to find that. And then obviously these illustrations, hey, they were done in 1983 as well. Well, hang on, the illustrations, text copyright 1983, but the book came out in 1985. How did that happen? Here we go. Published by arrangement with the Land of Enchantment and Stephen King. Don't know what that means. I don't really understand when this came out. It's got illustrations copyright 1983 by Bernie Wrightson and text copyright 19. So I think it was written in 1983, and then maybe it was published as a book after the film. I don't know the story behind this. Anyway, doesn't matter. This book is a genius work of art, okay? Because it's so many layers to this book you will not believe. Like, there is a picture in here. I love it, honestly. Look at that. And it's color. Look at that. Take a look at that. It's a werewolf coming through, attacking somebody through a door. Like, oh my gosh. Absolutely bloody beautiful. This, I really enjoyed reading this. I read this in like 2 days. Like, so quick. It basically takes place over the course, if I can find the right one, of a year. Okay? The whole book is written month by month. Now, the cool thing is, in the months, October, I think, to February, the chapters are really short. Very quick. But during June to September, the chapters are longer. It's genius. Depicting the seasonal change. You know, you got shorter days for winter, longer days for summer. So it starts in January. And basically, creature werewolf is killing a few people. You meet this little lad, he's disabled. You know, he's looked on his family as a little poor, you know, oh, feel sorry for. But the kid's got, like, imagination and a wandering eye. Not for the ladies, but for fun. And he has an uncle who's pretty cool as well, who I don't think was in the film. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. So, yeah, people are dying, everyone's scared, and then the kid in the wheelchair comes face to face with what's killing everybody. It's a werewolf. Nobody believes him. You know, they're doing the Quincy on him. They don't believe his theories. And, you know, his uncle basically helps him, you know, and promotes him to take him down. And this is such a fun written book. It's so easy. If you're wanting to get into Stephen King, but you're put off because his books are like that thick. Like some of his, I've got some books there, and I've got some books over here, and they're monstrous. They're intimidating, some of them, especially the collections where there's like 5 or 6 books inside, because they're literally like that thick, scarily big, you know? And you're like, I can't take this on. I'll be reading this for the rest of my life. But this one is literally got 128 pages in it. You could literally read this in a couple of hours, okay? Not every page has got text on it because there's a lot of pages with just pictures. And there's a lot of illustrations throughout. Every month has an illustration. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on, look at that. It really sets the scene. This is well written for tense scariness as well. You really feel something creeping in the darkness with this book. Like, I really enjoyed reading this, more so than the Hannibal Lecter books. Like, this is a real... And the cleverness of the writing, that not only is it split over a year, you know, in terms of its timeline, but the months are, you know, shortened depending, like the chapters are the months, and they're shortened depending on the season. It's just genius. I love it. The characters are well written. The uncle is a knob. He clearly doesn't like his nephew, because he gives him like fireworks, puts him in harm's way. The priest turns out to be the werewolf, like, which is going to be a no shocker if you've seen the film. But just think of, like, Stephen King must have sat down and thought, I want to write, you know, a werewolf book, but I want to make it interesting. Werewolf is just going to go around killing everybody. What will make it interesting? What would be scary is if we had a kid in a wheelchair who couldn't use his legs and has to come face to face with a werewolf. That's terrifying. If you come face to face with a werewolf and you're in a wheelchair, you're kissing your own ass goodbye. You'd think, I'm dead. But when the kid then defeats the werewolf, spoiler alert, like, it is scary. It proper is, like, horrific. But it's well written. It's I bloody love this book, honestly. This is the best book to read if you want to get into Stephen King and understand the genius of his writing. The characterizations, he writes people exactly as they are. Like, every single person in this book, you know, is probably a real person in real life, because he puts that much heart and life and soul into the characters. Like, if he spends that much time on them, I don't know. Maybe he just farts this out in his sleep. But seriously, like, every character in here is so well written. The story, you know, you kind of do feel it in the summer months dragging a little bit, to be honest. Like, if that was intentional, I don't know. But just genius writing, I think. A very good first book to get into if you want to get into Stephen King. This is the training book to get. I highly recommend picking this up. It says on the back it's $9.99. I cannot remember how much I paid for this. I don't even know if this is a rare one or not. Like, I don't know. You can find it on eBay, though. Nice and easy. There's a hardback edition. I'm definitely looking that up. And, yeah, really loved. I'm going to read the back. I'm going to start reading the backs of the books, so gives you an idea. Terror began in January by the light of the full moon. Right, so the first scream came from the... I don't know if he's wrote this or if somebody else has written this. The first scream came from the snowbound railman who felt his fangs ripping at his throat. Or he felt the fangs, not his fangs. The next month, there was a scream of ecstatic agony from the woman attacked in her snug bedroom. Pardon me. Now scenes of unbelieving horror come each time the full moon shines on the isolated main town of Tarker Mills. Tarker Mills! That just sounds edgy. That just sounds like it's a dodgy place to live. No one knows who will be attacked next, but one thing is sure. When the moon grows fat, a paralyzing fear sweeps through Tarker Mills. The verbs on this, the nouns, honestly. For snarls that sound like human words can be heard whistling through the wind. Whistling through the wind, not just you can hear it in the air. Oh, I can hear it in the wind. It's whistling through the wind. You know exactly what he's meaning. And all around are footprints of a monster whose hunger cannot be sated. I mean, fuck. His writing I just absolutely bloody love. I mean, I am definitely Stephen King fanboy. I've read about 4 of his books. I've literally got the whole collection. I've got every book he's ever written. I probably haven't got his latest one, but that one, I'm 100% go get it. You'll love it. It's a really good book. So easy to read. The illustrations in it are so cool. I mean, if that doesn't scare you, you must be dead inside. Look at that. A werewolf, right, attacking a kid in a wheelchair. A werewolf looks like he's crying. Oh yeah, he's just been hit by a firework, that's why. The werewolf's crying, oh, I'm sorry, mate, I've got to eat you. I'm starving. No, don't eat me, I'm in a wheelchair, I'm a little disabled mong. No, I've got to do it, I'm starving, I'm a werewolf. I'm so ashamed. That's what it kind of looks like. Anyway, I think I've disgraced myself enough by now. Thank you so much for sitting through my ranting on Cycle of the Werewolf. I don't even know if I said the title at the beginning of the book. At the beginning of this video. My mind's gone. I'm going to bed, guys. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time when I go through another book. When I finish it, to be honest. I gotta finish the book first. So there might not be one for a while, but take care. And let me know in the comments below if there's any books you want me to read. And I'll give it a go. I'll try and track them down. Or feel free to send me a book and I'll read it and review it online on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Take care. See you later.